In this video, I'm going to do number 2 in the Powers of X worksheet. So number 2 says rewrite each of the following as a radical or a fraction or both. So what that means is that actually we're going in the more typical or expected direction on these rules up above. So in each case we have something that's written in the form on the left, and we're going to rewrite it in the form on the right. So a negative power will become 1 over, and a fractional power will become a root of some kind. So this is the opposite direction that we did in number 1. Okay, so part A, this is a negative power. Let me zoom in a little bit. And so that negative means that it's going to be 1 over something. And then the question is, what is the something? And it's the 2 that's left behind. So maybe I'll put the 2 in there, and then I'll put the x underneath. So 1 over x squared. Okay, in part B, there are 2 different things going on, but don't be confused. The negative in front is not really playing a part here. So let me identify the important part as the fractional third there. And because of that, it's going to be a cube root of something. And everything else stays the same. I'm only rewriting the fraction third, and everything else is going to just carry right over, negative x squared. And there's no way to combine that 2 and that 3 into a single radical, so I'll just stop there for that. Part C, there is something I can do with the negative. It's not the main idea in this. The main idea is the negative that's part of the 5, and because of that, this should be 1 over, and it should be x, it should be negative x to the 5. Now, if I don't like that negative inside the parentheses or the x to the 5th, I can change that, because if you multiply a negative by itself 5 times, you can figure out what's going to happen. So 2 negatives multiplied cancel, 3 negatives comes out negative, 4 negatives would cancel again, and 5 negatives would come out negative. So if you simplify this, you can put the negative all the way out in front, and this is 1 over x to the 5th. So that negative, just to be clear, has nothing to do with the power. It's the negative that's out front. Okay, part D, let's see, is there another part? Yeah, part D, there we go. So this one has 2 things going on. There's a negative and there's a fraction. So the negative means that this will be 1 over x to something, and the fraction means the fraction 2 means this will be square root. So 1 over the square root of x. Okay, and that's it for part 2. I'll stop this video and then I'll do part 3.